Let's talk about something that makes pretty much all of us uncomfortable: getting your pay cut. But what if I told you that for some people, it's not what you think it is? We're going to look at this from an angle you've probably never even considered. For most of us, a pay cut isn't just about the numbers on a spreadsheet, right? It's a gut punch. It hits our sense of security, our lifestyle, even our feeling of being valued for the work we do. It's deeply personal, and frankly, it's stressful. Exactly. It feels like the basic deal you made, your hard work in exchange for a certain amount of money, has just been torn up. That's a breach of trust, and it can feel like a real betrayal. Okay, but here's where it gets really weird. What if, for some people, in some cultures, a pay cut is seen in a completely different light? Not as a betrayal, but as a test of your loyalty to the group. How is that even possible? Well, the clue lies in some pretty fascinating global data. Researchers stumbled upon a connection that seems to go against everything we think we know about the relationship between work and money. And this wasn't some small survey. We're talking about a massive study, over 1,600 people spread across 86 countries. And as they sifted through all this data on what was happening in workplaces around the world, they found something they really didn't expect. They found this number, plus 0.0689. Now I know, it doesn't look like much, does it? But in statistics, a positive correlation like that is a huge flashing light. It's a clear signal telling you that two things that seem totally unrelated are actually connected. The big question is, what two things? And here's the kicker. That number connects the experience of having your salary reduced with a very specific worldview, one that's all about tribal loyalty and kinship. The more a person's values were tied to this idea of the tribe, the more likely it was that their company had cut their pay. And that is our mystery. So, to solve this mystery, we've got to understand this value system. In the language of the research framework they used, which is called spiral dynamics, this is known as the purple worldview or the purple vMEME. So what in the world is the purple vMEME? Well, at its core, it's a way of seeing the world where the tribe is everything. Your identity isn't just about you. It's tied up in your group, your kin, your ancestors. And the survival and harmony of that group are way, way more important than what any single individual might want or need. And this is the key insight. For someone operating from this worldview, a company isn't just a place you go to get a paycheck. It's an extension of the tribe. It's like family. The relationship isn't just transactional. It's deeply relational. And you can see how that shift in perspective changes absolutely everything. It means the exact same action, a pay cut, can be interpreted in two completely opposite ways. Let's break it down. From a modern individualistic point of view, a pay cut is a personal loss. It's a broken contract. It feels like exploitation. Simple as that. But from the purple point of view, it's seen as a collective burden. It's a shared covenant to help the tribe get through a tough time. It's not about being exploited. It's about proving you belong. There's this quote from the source material that just captures this perfectly. Salary isn't compensation. It's communion. Think about that. The money isn't just payment for a service. It's a symbol of the shared lifeblood of the group. It's what holds everyone together. But, and this is a really, really crucial point, we have to be extremely careful here. It's so easy to romanticize this idea of collective sacrifice. We have to stop and ask a much tougher question. Is this deep-seated loyalty a source of communal strength? Or does it actually create a profound vulnerability? Can that deep trust in the tribe and its leaders be taken advantage of? Because the risks here are very real. This kind of tribal mindset can be manipulated to hide huge power imbalances. A leader can call for shared sacrifice to ensure the company's survival, but really it's just a way to justify wage theft. And you have to ask, is it really loyalty, or is it a kind of internalized powerlessness, where people feel they just have no other choice? The biggest red flag of all is when leadership doesn't share the pain. If the people at the top aren't taking a proportional, visible hit, then it's not solidarity. It's just exploitation dressed up in the language of tradition and family. So why does all of this matter in the real world? Well, it all comes down to navigating that incredibly fine and dangerous line between building trust and exploiting it. So here's the key takeaway. True solidarity is never a one-way street. It can only exist when there's genuine trust, and that trust is built on visible, reciprocal sacrifice from the people in charge. When leaders take the same hit as their team, a pay cut might actually deepen loyalty.
But without that reciprocity, it just breaks trust and becomes exploitation, no matter what cultural lens you're looking through.
And that leaves us with a pretty profound question to think about. Is our relationship with our work and our money always purely transactional? Or, under the right conditions, with absolute trust and a real shared destiny, can an act of economic sacrifice become something more, something almost sacred?